Hold on, let me get this camera on, man. Turn this camera on. Is this camera on, man? Boo, boo. I don't really like it right there. It's all the way in the corner. Dime. Move this shit around, bro. Move this shit around, bro. On the top. Alright, bet. So, we analyzing 2 properties today. The first one, I gotta pull it up right here in front of me. The first one we're gonna do is the theater, right? So when I see any commercial unit, right, or any property for that, first thing I'm thinking about is location, bro. Because with majority of real estate, bro, you can have not even like a gold mine deal, bro. You can have a basic deal, just at market value on the house. But if you run the numbers on it, it's really all going to be based on location. Everything in real estate is based on location, right? You can have a mansion in the middle of Detroit, but it's only going to appraise for $150,000 versus if it was in Ann Arbor by University of Michigan, appraised for $500,000, same square footage, amount of bedrooms, all that. So, first thing I look at, bro, is location. Anytime you get a real estate book, it's probably gonna say location 3 times, like location, location, location. That's how important it is. So this one is West Vernon Highway. I'm gonna click on the map and see exactly where it's at. Hold on, alright, made it. So I think that's Mexican town, as far as Detroit speaking, right? I don't know all areas. I barely know Detroit like that, right? But I will say this. A theater in any location called Mexican town, any city, bro, I'm automatically going to be looking at it because it's already going to be a presence of people that's there. You're going to have a presence of people that's already there. It's a whole theater, so it's built a long time ago. You're not going to be able to find any new theaters for under. Just lag. You're not gonna be able to find any new theaters without millions of dollars. So of course, I'm gonna consider this one. Now the asking price. All right, let's get into the numbers. So why ain't no shit lagging? Right, I'm struggling. Let's get into the numbers. So they want 400,000, right? Nobody. I don't have $400,000 anywhere, so I'm not even gonna act like, yeah, you could just throw this and just buy it here and promote it here. No, that's the fun part. The hard part to me, any real estate deal is getting the financing. Because you gotta be creative with your finances sometimes, and majority of the times, like, people use credit and stuff like that, but once you start getting a couple properties under your belt, when they run your credit, it's gonna seem like you already have, you already do have. It's not gonna seem like you already do have credit. So lenders not gonna really want to lend to you with debt already in your name. They gonna do a debt to income ratio. They gonna look at your income, compare that to how much debt you gonna owe or that you already owe. And that if you acquire on this property, how much you're gonna have to pay. So keep that in mind. Now, I'm gonna just speak for my situation, just give y'all my thoughts on it and how I do stuff when I look at real estate. I see the 400,000. I already know you probably got to come with 25% down, 25 to 30. I'm gonna go 25, wishful thinking. So 400,000, that's 100,000 in that, right? 25% of 400 is 100. So shit, I'm all in this dude way. Oh. So You gotta come up with 100K. Nah, if you want to come up with 100K in real estate, you gotta know about hard money lenders, bro. You could just Google hard money lenders. They in every area. Basically, it's somebody with a lot of money, and they give out loans, and they charge a high interest rate. You know what I'm saying? Like they might charge 7% on the loan, and then they want it back usually in a short period of time. So they can be like, all right, we want oh my God, I'm with some random big trash. They can be like, oh my God, dude. My bad, bro. Trying to win with these trash random. Like, we want our money back in 3 years, and we charge you 7% on the money. So every month that you owe us this money, we're gonna add 7% onto it, right? 7% interest. So it's gonna add up over time. That's why you want to have your contractors already ready. You want to have, you already want to know your, like after rehab value. You want to know exactly how much it's gonna be worth the minute you're done with renovations. You just want all your ducks in a row. So, me personally, I'll probably look up after I go view the property, right? Because I want to go see how much work it needs. Right, $400,000 for a theater. It's probably been abandoned for years in Detroit. I need to know, like, certain things I don't touch. Like, I'm not touching no property with foundational issues. I'm not touching nothing that had fire damage, nothing like that. Nah, if we talking about like just some basic roof and no crazy plumbing, some cosmetics, some chip paint, you know what I'm saying? Even some mold, I can deal with that, right? I feel like not me personally, but my contractors and all that, I can get a good estimate and handle that. But so I'm gonna start there. I'm gonna get that step one. I'm gonna call the listing agent, and I'm gonna go ask, can I view the property? Jesus. Step two, I'm gonna go look at the property, see what's all wrong with it. Step three, I'm gonna get an inspector, bro. When you buy a house, you gotta get it inspected anyway. It's a personal inspection. For a house, it's probably $300. For a building that size, probably gonna run you some like couple thousand. So I'm gonna pay the couple thousand, get an inspector to look and tell me everything that's wrong with the house, and then he gonna give me a printout of like everything that must be fixed. That's like major, items. Even the minor stuff, he gonna let me know. But I'm looking. Nah. After that, and I pay all that. I got the inspection. I'm spacing out. I'm gonna come to the the hard money lender. There we go. I had to get it out. The hard money lender. And I'm gonna see what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? See if I can get the 100K. Now sometimes you can get the price it costs to acquire the property and your rehab costs all put in the loan. Now they might ask you for 30% of whatever you need to get the property. So now you're looking at 30K. That's way more reasonable than coming up with 100K or, 400K. All right, coming up with 30,000, that's doable. So if he say, hey, look, just come with the 30,000, they lend you the rest, put all the loan, and when you go from there, then you good. And then now you gotta manage the contractors and get it up and running. And then you gotta get sometimes you gotta get a refinance, which is a hard part. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, a lot of people just sell, right? They just flip. But me, I'll probably try to get into like a refinance where it's still in my name or a company name or some partners. And then I'll try to get it up and running. Now, with the theater, right, we don't know what it looked like on the inside or the outside. You know what I'm saying? For real, I ain't on the outside just because the pictures look like it's from the summertime. Um, but on the inside, bro, a theater in Mexican Town, bro, you can throw all type of events in there, man. You really just gotta talk to people and see what can you offer somebody that they don't have access to or means to right now. So having friends that's what I'm saying, rappers and that's in music, they don't really have venues that's just open and willing to let them showcase their art. So you can start there, right? I got friends that make music. Hey, I got a theater. We gonna start throwing shows in there. I don't care. We gotta charge, what I'm saying, a couple dollars to get in there. We just gotta get the name out there and get it flowing. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I would probably aim at the Hispanic different demographic because it's already in their community. So I want to know what artists they have in their local community, and I want them to perform there and charge everybody that's already living over there to come and what I'm saying, showcase their talents or they support their upcoming artists. And then you want to find whatever artists you want after that, right? You just gotta find these communities, these niches, and you just gotta put the gas on, bro. So it's really simple, right? Nah, everybody wanna strike for gold on deals like this, bro. Like, yeah, a small theater like that and never is gonna hit the magnitude of like a Coachella or some shit. But that's why I say Detroit probably got one of the best markets, what I'm saying, in the country because you got a place with cheap real estate, a strong hip hop presence. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the strongest in the nation. America is like one of the biggest suppliers of music. So the music industry is a $1 trillion industry that's worth getting into if you could just get in without, and this is without even having to make music. If you get what I'm saying? Like, you just want to get in music anyway, in any parts of the aspect, regardless if you're making it or you supporting, making t-shirts for it. It's a $1 trillion industry, so you want to get in it somehow. And then on top of that, you still own the real estate. It's an asset. It's an asset. You can sell it. You can upgrade it and sell it, bro. You can host homecomings and graduations, turn it into a venue. You know what I'm saying? A private hall. It's enough space to turn it into something different. Like the mortgage on it. And it's still considered low cost. When you thinking of real estate, you got a whole theater that you're only paying about $2,000 a month for. As far as just the what I'm saying, property taxes and the mortgage on it, that's not bad. So think of it in that aspect. Get what I'm saying? Nah, and a lot of people, that's why I pick real estate over stocks because you got all the control. You know what I'm saying? You own the building. You can be partnered with somebody, but for the most part, y'all own the building. Y'all dictate what goes on in there. It ain't like where stocks like, yeah, you can own shares of a company, but you don't control who works for the company, what somebody does. Really even the price point, you know. But I like stocks as far as like investing if you don't want to have to manage and run a business because it's really truly exhausting. Even with me with just one property, you know what I'm saying, one duplex, just managing it. If you like for my first time, it's just fucking annoying, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But like, what I say is worth it, yes. I never would say like, oh no, it's not. I wish I never had my property or nothing like that. Like, nah, I'm always looking at properties. I probably look at a property every day of my life. I'm always running numbers quickly in my head, like, so that's my take on it. That's analyzing the theater. Now, the next property we got, hold on, I gotta wait. Let me pull it up. The next property is, it's 2 buildings on Southfield Freeway right off Joy Road. So, two buildings side by side, and then one of the buildings got upper units. They want 130,000, and like the windows boarded up and shit like that. So from the windows being boarded up and 130,000, I could definitely tell this property is super fucked up on the inside, right? You know, something I probably wouldn't consider because it's probably gonna have a trifecta, right? Mold, foundation, and roof. I'll tell you maybe one, but all 3, I'm not fucking with it because it's just too much. You're gonna have to put like 70,000, 80,000 just to even, oh my God, bro. I keep missing fucking head. You're gonna have to put 70,000, 80,000 just to get it up and running. And then on the west side of Detroit, just a small like little plaza right off the freeway, bro. I mean, yeah, you can have the two units going, but how much you think you're gonna charge for 2 units over there, bro? Maybe a band? So about 2 bands a month each unit. And then below you might be able to do like a beauty salon or something like that. Nah, bro. Nah, because the return on your investment might not be, worth it. Like, if you paying all this money to fix up this property, bro, you put in, let's say, 150,000 in rehab plus the property 130, so you're like 280, 300,000, and you only bringing in like 3,000 a month. I mean, some people might say it's worth it, but I ain't got no calculator in front of me, and I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but I don't know the return on investment on that, because that's not even net profit, right? That's just motherfucking gross. So we ain't even start calculating how much it's gonna cost to pay back the hard money lenders and all that extra shit. So that's my take on the second property, man. Really wouldn't consider it, bro. Just after running so many numbers and after running so many numbers and doing this for a while, bro, I would honestly just say, like, shit ain't worth it. But for more in-depth teaching, or you feel like I didn't cover something, bro, please leave a comment, hit me up, DM me. I think I'm gonna start doing this free game on here since I'm on the game anyway, so I might as well just put it on the screen. I think the next thing we're gonna analyze I think I'm gonna keep doing Detroit for like this whole month, because I really want to get a commercial unit in Detroit, so we'll keep doing Detroit for the rest of the month, and then we'll try to do property in like Ohio, because they got a good housing market.